Hey, yo, what's the deal? I miss your boy Tag from Pro Wrestling Tag. You know what I mean? As of this recording, it is 1:38 p.m. September 14th, 2025. But the upload to this is going to be 2:30 p.m. because I'm watching the Giants game. Now, I mean, Russell Wilson's playing a lot better than he was last week. Now, I mean, but this dude James Hudson is fucking garbage, man. Right now, like 5 penalties, 4 to 5 penalties already, man. Like, this nigga sucks. This motherfucker sucks. You know what I mean? Like I hope he gets cut, man. Like, damn, trash ass motherfucker. Speaking of sports and good shit. I mean, it's not good what he did, but so shout to WrestlingNews.co because on Twitter and Instagram, they like to show images of questions and such, right? Questions of wrestling, like, outside the box, shit like what I do, right? And they brought up a very interesting response, a very interesting meme about ECW, which prompted me to do this video because I got discussion videos I'm going to definitely do today as well. But I mean, this is a discussion video. But, they mentioned how, you would have to stay up 3 a.m. You used to have to stay up 3 a.m. to watch ECW. And sometimes they might not even show it because of infomercials. That's cap. That's cap. I remember that clearly. And I'll give you guys my thoughts on ECW. Maybe I might have did this video, maybe not. That's fine. I don't give a fuck. But I'm still going to speak on it. So I remember, like, back in the 90s when ECW was popping. I mean, ECW was legit popping, especially here in New York, right? In New York they had, okay, so we got this channel called, I think it is, we got a channel called Ion, right? So the channel Ion is basically Channel 3 here in New York, right? I think it's Channel 3. But that actually was, it was actually from a channel. No, I think it was 31. It's 31. Right? No, my cable box is 3. But the real channel to that is 31, right? And with that, so Channel 31 here in New York, and y'all motherfuckers know what I'm talking about, right? Motherfuckers who went through the 90s and was born in the 80s and grew up in the 90s. Y'all know where I'm going to go with this, right? So Channel 31 here used to be a PBS station, right? And that was also the same network that they gave Video Music Box, right? And they still give Video Music Box to this day. So and back in '95, like they changed, like it no longer was a PBS station, but it used to be a sports channel called WBIS Plus, where they gave like it was actually like a cable sports channel on live TV. They gave college basketball, they gave the Knicks. It was an experiment that it looked good on paper, but looking back, it failed. Right? They gave the Knicks, they gave the Nets. I think there was baseball there. Everything all New York, right? And in that same channel, they gave ECW, right? The channel only lasted, I think, maybe, let me see, 95, maybe until 99, where they changed it from WBIS to a channel called PAX, PAX, PAX. But they used to give ECW there, right? But also they gave ECW at MSG. Now, MSG used to come on at 1 in the morning, right, on MSG, on Fridays, right? But there was 2 different versions. There was the MSG version, and there was the PAX version. The PAX version, I think, came on also at 2 in the morning. It came on at 2 in the morning and had like a different look. Right? No, it's the same episode, but there was a little bit of things that they might have changed, right? Just a bit. But I remember clearly, when ECW was on, like I used to occupy my time with a lot of programs, right? And I'm gonna go deep. For all people who grew up in New York, y'all know what I'm about to say, right? Before then, right? You know, you would have to switch your cable. You know, you have to switch, you know, your cable from cable to antenna, because they used to give these channels, right? It was called Metro Access, right? It was Metro Access 54, you know, 44. It was a bunch of these, you know, these free, you know, over the air channels. It's basically public access on free TV, right? UHF, right? And they used to give shows like this video show called Bobby Simmons Flavor Videos. This one lady, she went by Ebony Eye. Shorty was gorgeous. Now, I mean, like, she might have a big nose, but she looked good to the motherfucker. I love imperfections. I love imperfections on females. I don't give a fuck. As long as you look good, that does not matter to me. Shorty was gorgeous. Chuck Chill Out. It was a, you know, this Haitian dude. I forgot his name, but they used to give videos there up until that time, right? And this was every single night, right? Then you had the box, right? No, the box, I think, faded out around, I think, 99 or 2000 in New York. One of those two, right? And I'm going to get back to the wrestling part. But also, you had B-Cat, right? B-Cat, which is now Brick, B-R-I-C here in Brooklyn. B-Cat was our public access channel, right? And I used to watch shows religiously, right? I used to record shows religiously, you know, until ECW came up, right? And I recorded them shit too. Flex in Brooklyn. You know what I mean? There was a show called Hellraiser. There was another rap show called Ghettonomics. What else? Spick in Spanish. You know what I'm saying? I used to record these shows, right? And luckily they were not on the same time as ECW, right? Because ECW on MSG, right? Unless you had a VCR, right? And you knew how to program shit, you was assed out. You was legit assed the fuck out. Know what I mean? ECW was one of those programs that you had to, like, it had to be on late, B. It had to. Now, I mean, like, the best time slot for it was 1 in the fucking morning, because it's after dark and it's the weekends. And so you honestly could not do anything. You couldn't do shit about it. There was no way they was going to show ECW in the afternoon. You kidding me? I'm pretty sure it was the same way in Philly too. Because in Philly, you know, if I'm not mistaken, but, you know, I don't know if I had subscribers who, you know, who was from Philly or who lived in Philly and such, right? And you guys can tell me under the comment section, did ECW used to come on, you know, at 12 or 1 or 2 in the morning? I would like to know. I would love to know that. Honestly, I really would. You know, but you used to have to stay up here in New York, but not really. Unless you knew, look, unless you had something called a TV guide, or you know, at the time your cable box had it, you know, had a TV guy on his own, right? You was assed out. You know what I mean? You was completely assed out. So, you know, again, it was the most suitable fucking time for that kind of program to be shown because of the fucking content. Now, I mean, the content was fucking crazy. The content was insane. Like, you couldn't show a lot of shit that they showed. Like, shit. I remember fucking New Jack hitting motherfuckers with a Nintendo, B. You know, an 8-bit Nintendo, son. Like, he took that Nintendo, he just clapped over a motherfucker head. Blah! You know what I mean? Like, you couldn't, like, honest to God, B, like, you could not fucking do that. Or you could not, that couldn't be shown, like, in the afternoon. That could not be shown. There was no fucking way. None whatsoever. You know what I mean? But in order for you to watch that kind of programming, you had to have been up. You know what I mean? Like, or record it and then watch it the next day. You know? Shit, I remember me and my boys, my ex-friends, we used to talk about this shit all the fucking time, and you just like watch it. And it used to be fucking mind-blowing. You know what I mean? Now you don't got that. Now, like I was watching last night, Wild Women of Wrestling, right? Like shows like that. You know what I mean? Now it's a little bit more safer. Now, I mean, ECW cannot work in today's day and age now. The PC era, motherfuckers would complain and bitch and moan. It'd be too much, man. It'd be shit. I remember one episode, you know what I mean? Like, what's this chick name? Tammy Lynn Sitch, right? Sunny. She talked about her drug use on ECW television. Now, she spoke about that shit. You know what I mean? And then they used it in a storyline. It was insane when you think about it. You can't do that shit today. But yeah, man, like that was fucking insane, yo. Like back in the days, what? Oh, forget about it. Anyway, I'm about to be out. I got some more videos I will be coming with tonight. Let me continue to watch the rest of this game. Know what I mean? I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.